It all started 3 years ago. There was this girl in my college, not from my department, but from the same batch, and I had the biggest crush on her. The only problem? She didn't even know I existed. She wasn't talkative, not popular, and maybe that's what drew me to her even more. She had this quiet charm. One afternoon, the professor didn't show up for the last class before lunch. I waited for 10 minutes. Nothing. I was starving. So, like any sensible college student, I decided to bunk class and head to the canteen. I reached around 20 p.m. early enough that the place was nearly empty. And then, I saw her. She was sitting alone, having lunch curd rice with pickles and potato chips. I froze. Brain shut down. Heart went into overdrive. Somehow, I pulled myself together, walked to the counter, ordered curd rice, and then, with every drop of courage I had, I walked over and sat directly in front of her. The entire canteen was empty, and I chose that seat. She stared at me like, "Who even are you?" And me? I didn't say a word, didn't make eye contact, just ate, silently, nervously, like my heartbeat was trying to escape my chest. I let her wonder, why him? Why now? And when I was done eating, I stood up and walked away, still silent. 2 days later, I made sure to cross paths with her a few times on campus. And you know what? She looked. Twice. And one of those was almost eye contact. But I turned my head just in time. Smooth. 2 weeks passed. Internal exams began. And guess what? We ended up in the same exam hall. No, we didn't sit together, but I was 2 rows ahead, and I saw she had an extra pen on her desk. That's when I pulled my boldest move, yet I broke my own pen. In the middle of the exam, I raised my hand. "Ma'am, my pen isn't working." The invigilator yelled, "Does anyone have an extra pen?" And then she raised her hand. That was it. That was the signal. She passed my test. After the exam, I waited for her outside. She walked out, pretending not to see me. I approached her, handed back the pen, and said, "Thanks for having lunch with me." She burst out laughing, blushing, speechless. Then I added, "If you're free today, shall we have lunch together again? Only if you'd like to." She said yes. We talked for 2 hours, shared numbers, started chatting, late night calls. Eventually I confessed. She said yes. And now, we're living happily ever after. Except, none of this happened. Yeah, I never talked to her. Never sat at her table. Never broke a pen. I made the entire thing up. But hey, if it did happen, wouldn't it be a pretty great love story? Thanks for listening. If you liked this, let me know. I've got more of these in my head.